Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I have something, and it so describes how I was living. It so captures the feelings that I had about beginning on the pathway of my dreams. It so describes how I felt when I was about to attempt something. And I have some striking news for you. It describes often how I feel still today to a degree. So let me tell you what that is. Here's an analogy that I've heard a couple of different ways, but I've kind of, fixed it around to where I can drink it better. And I think it fits my personality to describe it to people best this way. I've talked often about the urgency of doing something with your life, of getting started today, of stopping the procrastination and putting it off and waiting on all your ducks to line up in a row and waiting until the stars align themselves. If you're waiting on such a thing, you're never going to get started. I don't know too many people who can say that all the ducks just lined up in a row. Things happen. Even when you get them lined up, one of the ducks get out of line or somebody knock over the dominoes, something happens. But here's the point I'm getting at. God has so many blessings available to you who's listening. God has so many blessings available to you from where you are right now. I don't care what you've gotten yourself into or what you've done. God has so many blessings that he can send your way. But you have to do something. See, a lot of people just sit around and go, man, something always happening to you. You always getting a break. You always doing this. You always doing. Man, don't nothing come my way. Listen to me. If nothing ever comes your way, you know why that is? It's because you're not doing anything. I promise you're not. Here's the deal. God has all these blessings he wants to send you, but you got to give him something to work with now. Come on. God will bless you. God can touch people's hearts on your behalf. He can move situations around for you. He can align the stars. He can set the ducks up in a row. But align the stars and move people around and touch people's hearts and set the ducks up in a row for what? Have you put forth any effort? Have you made a single step in any direction to do the right thing or go the right way that gives him something to put his finger on? Come on, man. God can only bless you according to your faith. If you have a little bit of faith, give him that. Let him work with that. Man, I didn't always start with these speeches you hear in the morning now. I ain't always had these. I grew to these. I stumbled my way to these. I messed up my way to these here. I got it wrong so many times to be able to sound like I got some sense. I've said it often. Failure is a wonderful teacher. Do you know how many times I have had to have failed to have what I have in my head today? I'm telling you, man, it's a process. People get mad at the process. You got to do something to give God something to work with. He'll bless you, but what you want me to bless if you ain't putting forth any effort? You can get blessed from wherever you are in your life, wherever your starting point is, wherever you find yourself wound up. You can get it back from there. I've done it. Man, by the grace of God, I done it. I got over, man. I learned some things along the way. Because here's the deal. As long as God keeps waking you up in the morning, he ain't through with you yet. When he's done, you're done. But if God still has a plan for you, you wake up in the morning. He still got some more work for you to do, you wake up in the morning. So if you keep waking up, man, it's something that God wants from you, would love to have from you. And he can work with you, man, if you just walk towards him a little bit. Here's the deal. I know it's hard for the average person to start because the fear of the unknown is incredible. What if I fail? What if I don't get picked? One of the hardest things I ever did was walking in to quit my job. Oh, man, let me tell you about that day when I decided that I was going to be a full-time comedian after winning an amateur night one time. Quitting your job, following your dream, going for it, despite all the naysayers, it's like stepping off a cliff. It's like actually just walking off the edge of a cliff, hoping now, not really knowing, but hoping. Hoping is the bare basis of faith. I stepped off that cliff hoping that my parachute would open and allow me to drift down. See, I've never skydived before, but I would imagine part of the thrill, and I don't know this because I'm not going to skydive to find out. I think part of the thrill for people is the danger part of throwing yourself out of a plane and how it feels to be free falling. But the whole time they're free falling, having this exhilarating over-the-top moment, you have got to believe in your heart of hearts. You have got to hope with everything in you that when you pull this cord, the chute opens, or else this ain't a good move at all. But you've packed your chute yourself. You've taken the lessons, so you go ahead and you make the leap. Now, the only thing about quitting your job and following your dream is you ain't really been trained all that good for this. You done packed your chute, but you ain't never opened it before. So I walked off this cliff. That's what it was like. And you following your dream is like you walking off a cliff. Here's the part where people don't never make the jump. They see somebody like myself who jumped off the cliff and the parachute don't open right away. And I hit a couple rocks on the way down. I got my back cut up pretty bad. They see that. 3 years living in a car, man, he got his life towed down jumping off that cliff. I ain't jumping off that cliff. But see, what you don't understand is you don't know it, but eventually the chute will open. And I'm at the parachute opening part of my life, man, where the chute didn't open and I'm drifting. And I'm able to guide my chute over to Paris and glide. I've glided over to Africa and seen what it looked like. It's a slow ride down when the parachute finally opened. And my back didn't heal too. And the cuts that I had on me, I remember now I know how to stay away from the edge. But the parachute done opened. And I'm enjoying my life for the first time. I'm gliding, but I got hit up against a rock. I can see more. I get a chance to see more things. I get to glide and see more parts of the world. I'm living my dream. Your parachute is going to open, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. It'll never open if you don't step off that cliff. You got to step off that cliff. God will get the parachute open for you, but you got to jump, baby. That's the hard part, ain't it? Now, the question is, the end of this story right here today, when you jumping?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
You know something, everybody? Listen, this is the voice of your dude. This your boy, one and only. Coming to you with encouragement, enlightenment, information, entertainment. First thing I want to say, God is good. Man, yeah, he is. I don't care what you're going through, he gonna pull you through it. Know that. No question about it. Ain't he always done it? Yes, he has. Welcome to the Steve Harvey Dime. I party. That's what I did.
What?
The moment I felt like I was dying, I said it's time to party.
All right. On that note, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this. You're listening
to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back with the nephew. Nephew, what you got?
Well, we're dealing with no hair weaves, okay? No hair weaves.
So you say.
Tied and it got too long. It's out of control. All this hitting yourself in the head. We don't know why you hitting yourself in the head. It's too much. No hair weave. Yeah, pins and anything pointy you can find. Cat dog, let's go.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Risa, please. Risa.
This is she.
Hi, Risa. My name is Byron. Byron from the job. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Byron?
I'm good. Listen, I hate to call you after hours at your home, but there has been some new issues that will be going into effect as of tomorrow morning. And we're calling everyone, letting them know the new changes that have been issued that will take effect first thing tomorrow morning. So we're giving everyone a call, so don't be alarmed. It's just giving you a call, letting you know what the higher-ups have changed, okay?
Okay, that's no problem. I got a few minutes to listen.
Okay. As of tomorrow, what's going to happen is when you guys come in, you'll be issued a new key card, and that particular card will actually register when you come in and go out, okay?
Okay.
All right. Second one is there will no longer be any personal internet at the job any longer. You won't be able, they're actually putting a block on all computers. All the computers will no longer be able to go to a lot of these sites that you guys go to that you've been that's been available here in the past. Okay?
Okay.
All right. The last one is Risa, do you wear a hair weave?
What?
Do you wear a hair weave or a wig?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's one thing, and hopefully you can get this changed by tomorrow. There's no weaves or hair or wigs going to be allowed at the job site from this point on. So as of tomorrow morning, everyone must be wearing their natural hair.
You're joking.
No. These are the issues that are instated, and these are going to take effect as of tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock.
What does hair weave have to do with any of these changes? The first two I can understand. Punching in and being on the internet, yes, that's something that corporate. But hair weave and wigs, you're getting into changing people's appearance.
Are they're looking down upon it. Wigs and hair weaves, they have to go. So I'm assuming that if you, like you said, you do have one, I suggest
and it doesn't come out very
easily. Start taking it down now and prepare your hair to be natural as you come into work tomorrow.
I'm not taking my hair down. I've been here 7 years, and I've dealt with all the changes that y'all have made, but there's no way that I'm taking my hair weave down. I'm sorry. What's your name, Byron?
Yes, my name is Byron, and
I'm sorry.
Let's get back to your weave. You're going to have to do something. Is there someone that you can call tonight to help you get your hair down and so you can look presentable with your natural hair tomorrow?
No, my weave costs over $200-300, and I'm not about to take that down. I mean, it takes a long time to take that down.
Okay. Is this something maybe you can take it down and just wear it on the weekends? Because as of now, you're not going to be allowed to actually wear it on the property.
And how will you know if someone has a weave or not? Are you going to do head checks or something?
Okay, ma'am, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do to check it, but by you telling me that you have a weave, then I have to write it down that you have confirmed that you do, and we got to make sure that tomorrow morning you're not wearing one.
But you don't know what my natural hair looks like from my weave. You heard how much I pay for it, so it's a good weave.
Ma'am, it's not about how good, the quality of your weave or anything. They don't want it. They want natural hair. I don't know what that means, but they're going natural. They're going green. They're going natural. I don't know what it is. They're going natural, and so are you. Tomorrow morning, you need to come in with your hair completely down, okay?
I won't do it. I'm not taking my weave down.
Okay.
What is that? Y'all going to write me up or something?
Okay, ma'am, do you not want your job?
Yeah, I want my job, but this don't make no sense. You talking about personal appearance. I can understand y'all have a dress code and enforcing a dress code. That's one thing. But telling somebody to change their hair, you lost your mind, man. You're crazy.
Ma'am, I'm not good. I have other people that I have to call. Bottom line is, get your hair down and get your butt into work tomorrow, and let's not go back and forth anymore, okay?
Well, listen, Byron, you're a lost mind if you're thinking I'm taking my weave out. I'm not taking out at all. Risa is coming up in there with her hair, and I'm going to sit down at my desk and do my job. Y'all going to have to drag me out that some weave. You done lost your mind. You and your powers that be or whoever they may be. You tell them that I said that.
Wait a minute. Listen, are you telling me that you're coming in regardless with your hair on?
You right? That's what I just said.
Okay.
You calling me at home
Then we need. Why don't you go ahead and bring some boxes in, because you may as well pack your stuff.
I'm not. You bring the.
Ma'am, I don't want to have to get your stuff and box it up, and you're losing your job because you can't take your.
You know what? You can do that, because I'm gonna call the news station and tell them you dragging me out of behind some weeds. Who wrong? You wrong. You wrong. You stupid behind weed.
You need to watch your language, young lady.
Why I need to watch my language? I'm at home. You call me on my own home phone on my time. I'm at my house. I'm not on your clock. I say what I want to say on my phone.
Okay. Can I say what I want on my phone, and then I'll let you go, and you can come in to work any way you want to tomorrow.
What is it, Byron? What else you got to say?
I want to tell you this. I want to tell you that your girlfriend Jennifer at your job got me to prank phone call you. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What you just said? I know you.
This is nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Jennifer, your coworker, got me to prank phone call.
You got my blood pressure up. I'm gonna kill that tomorrow, and I'm gonna pull her weave out. You want to come down there and watch me drag her out of the job? I'm mad. She wrong for this. You know I got high blood pressure. You can't be doing that to me behind my weave. I pay too much money. That's some money I could be spending on my kids.
Oh, ain't nothing like a black woman and her hair. Oh, man. Okay, baby, I got one more thing to ask you, girl. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Well, after this prank, it has to be the Steve Harvey Morning Show. God.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, the Black Effect Podcast Network is having its first live podcasting festival in Atlanta, and we'll tell you how to get tickets for it. It's a Creed 3 weekend, ladies, as the nephew used to say. It's a Creed 3 weekend, and we'll tell you why we're so excited about the movie. Also, Michael Irvin gets a small victory in his case. One and the Marriott Hotel last month. We'll talk about it. All at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions. This one's from Mal in Corpus Christi. Mal says, my husband has a daughter from his first marriage, and she lives 2 hours away. He goes to visit and stays at his ex-wife's house to hang out with his daughter. Why won't he file for joint custody so his daughter can come visit at our house?
Well, how old is his daughter?
They don't say. He does not. They don't say. Mal doesn't
Well, the real
say.
problem that she got is he over there staying at the house. That's it.
That is a problem.
And that is it. And I know that's a problem, and I can understand that. He should try to file for joint custody so he could have visitation rights with his daughter. He seems like a good man. That would be the logical thing to do instead of him going there all the time. But now I also want you to understand that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes women use children as a pawn. And so this could be a way to force him to have to drive 2 down and 2 back, trying to inconvenience him out of spite because he got you. You want to see your daughter, you come see her. I'm not sending over that heifer house. That happens all the time.
Is he sleeping with the ex?
No.
That ain't none of your business. You're going to
It
see
is.
his baby. You're
That's
going
the
to see
major
his baby.
point.
That
of
ain't
the
your
whole
damn
thing.
business.
That's your business.
Don't even try it.
Well, then.
He could stay at a hotel. All right. Moving on to Daniel in Evanston. Daniel says, my wife told me she had dinner with a friend that was having marital problems. I assumed it was a female until I saw the receipt. Had 2 lemon drops on it and 3 glasses of scotch. I didn't know women drank scotch. If she was out with a man, why didn't she pay for the drinks? Should I confront my wife or not?
Hell yeah.
Say something.
Hell yeah, because who drinking all this scotch?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I done had scotch before. I don't know too many women drink scotch.
Oh.
That takes some different type of taste buds.
Ever.
It's an acquired taste, Shirley. I can assure you that. It is not delicious.
Never. Not for the faint at heart.
It's like the first time you eat yogurt.
Uh-huh.
Did anybody really like yogurt the first time? Not really.
Uh-huh.
But do you remember when Dana came out and they had the fruit on the bottom and you learned how to deal with it? You know, you always got to put something on yogurt.
So if she was out with a man, why didn't he pay for their drinks?
The bigger question is, what you doing out with a man? See, that's my whole problem. I don't give a damn who he is. I'm telling y'all about these friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't confront your wife, your I spy skills is shot. I'm going to say something. What do you need to talk to you for? Hell, you having trouble in your marriage right now. All this damn scotch on this bill. That's what you got now. Now, y'all going to have to talk about that at the next one. Going to be you going to have the 3 lemon drops and he going to have the 1 scotch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to be drinking more of your favorite drink. You keep going down there. It'll be a problem with you.
All right, moving on to Octavia in Low Country. Octavia says, I've been married for 2 years and living with my husband is sheer hell. He's got an obsessive compulsive thing going on that I can't put a pencil down without him snatching it up angrily. Forget counseling. I want out. What should I tell him?
Oh. Get out. Oh. Get out. Go get you some paperwork. 2 years of living hell. Don't do this to yourself. Get out.
Dang.
He got a problem. If you set a pencil down, he snatch it up. He got OCDC and DCOA. Uh-huh. He got all that. Yeah. Then he got AH. He got all that.
Yeah. Well, what about till death do us part? In sickness and in health.
Don't
she feel
her.
like she
ain't
died?
It killing her?
Yeah.
It's killing her, ain't it?
That's
he's
right.
killing her.
That's your out.
Spirit.
That's
he
it.
said,
I'll
get
out,
you
lady.
some paperwork.
Yeah. Ain't no tell him nothing. Get you some damn paperwork. Get you a place to go. And when you go to work, don't go back down there. Have them papers sent to the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Marriage certificate and death certificate. Get both.
First 2 years is hell. And a restraining order.
You can draw one up.
No, that got to come from the coroner's office, Tommy. You can get one off the internet, but
y'all don't know how to kill yourself. I don't know why y'all don't know how to do this.
Yeah, you are the expert on the show.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. I ain't never thought about it.
Oh, no.
All right, moving on. This is our last one, Steve. BB
Hey,
in
let
Roxborough.
me tell you something. The last time I was in college, I was dating this girl, and she was breaking up with me. And I was looking sad. She said, I know you have a look like it's over for you. And, you know, are you okay? Because you look like you want to take yourself out. I looked at her, I went, kill myself? Mm-hmm. She said, yeah. I got up, I said, girl, you ain't that damn fine. Must be out your damn mind. Kill myself. Yeah. About what? You didn't give me nothing no way. What the hell I'm going to kill myself for? Then I started finding stuff wrong with you. Gap in your teeth and everything. Why you talking?
You started picking her apart.
Mm-hmm.
He turned on her, didn't he?
No, I said some real hood stuff. Need to press your hair. And that's really what I liked about her. She had a natural fro. That's what I really liked about her.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she ticked me off, I said to myself, yo, press your hair.
All right, last one. BB in Roxborough says, my wife thinks she's a motivational speaker, and she makes videos every day to motivate her 300 followers. I hope she makes it big one day, but in the meantime, how do I get her to get off social media and get a real job so she can help pay bills?
I don't know, man. You know, once they think that... I've met more life coaches. Man... It was a dude in the audience the other day at Family Feud. You know, I take questions on commercial break. And I asked the dude, I said, man, what do you do? He said, well, I do this type of work to raise money sometimes. I do audience work. I said, okay, a lot of people do that, you know. And, you know, I'm a personal trainer. You know, had a little stomach on him. I knew that wasn't going good. And then I said, what else you do? He said, I'm a life coach. I got real quiet. Then you can see all the black people in the crowd start putting their hand over their mouth because I was just looking at it. You sitting in the audience making $75 and you're a personal trainer with a big stomach.
Yeah.
Who have you convinced that you should be coaching their life on $75 a day? What?
I hate you.
I'm just
Coming up
trying
at
to
the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment
news.
news
You life
for you.
coaching down at a shelter? Where is you
Right after
finding these
this.
people that's looking up to you?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Black Effect Podcast Network is a partnership between iHeartRadio and radio host Charlemagne. It is gold standard for Black creators to raise their voices and be heard in the podcast game. Well, next month, the first ever live Black Effect Podcast Festival will be held at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a one-day event of live podcast tapings featuring the 85 South Show, Big Facts, Reasonably Shady, and Checking In with Michelle Williams. Panel discussions will include Chad Oubre of 85 South, comedian Jess Hilarious, and social justice advocate Tamika Mallory. Among others, there will be a Black-owned business marketplace and a career corner, too. This all goes down on Saturday, April 22nd in Atlanta, and tickets are on sale right now. Go to blackeffect.com.
I have 2 podcasts that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do Shannon Sharp's podcast. I want to do 85 South.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Good.
This ain't a podcast, but you know what my dream interview is, really?
What?
The Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Breakfast Club? Oh, that'd be fun for you, Steve. Yeah.
I just love to sit up there.
You haven't been on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne yet?
I love Charlemagne.
Well, that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
And my
I was on it.
That's immediate. You can go on now.
Yeah. You can leave this show.
It's going to be on there Monday.
For a couple of minutes. Go
It's
on there,
just,
do your
I
podcast,
think it's always a problem when you go over to a competitive show, which is not a competitor of ours. We're adult
It's a sister
contemporary.
show.
Yeah, and they're a hip-hop show. I know they're going to have a problem with it in a certain city. And so, I was just throwing it out there because it's going to happen.
Oh, you're just giving us a heads up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna happen.
Be on there Monday. Matter of fact.
I'm giving the city a heads up because it's just some things I want to do. Because I'm a proponent of whatever God has for you, he has for you.
For you.
And nobody can take that away. And just because you bring your shine to somebody else's, it don't deaden yours. And that's the one thing about the radio community that I've never cared for is the competition that's created amongst radio stations. Because I understand you want to be number one, but you ain't got to throw shade. Like, we don't throw shade on the station. We just don't. You know, we it. And if you don't think we it, go and watch go listen to somebody else. You can come back, you know. And I don't know what you be saying, Monica, all them little cute faces you be making. I don't even. Because Monica is the morning show producer, right? And sometimes Monica will be on the Zoom and she'll be lip talking like we supposed to know what she doing, you know. And don't nobody know what she doing because I don't know how to read your lips because you don't talk on the damn
turn the
show.
mic on and ask her what she's saying, bro.
She would. What is she saying? Because Carla, I know what Carla's saying because she's very expressionable. Her eyes get big and it's usually shut your ass up. And I know what that is.
You can read my lips with that one.
You know that. She usually. She normally straightening you out.
That's why I said he knows nothing. He doesn't
I ain't
know
got
what goes on in his
no
own
title,
show.
Steve. Because you need to learn these titles around here.
Well, when I want to take off or something like that, who I call?
I don't know.
She's a take
I don't know because we find out very late. So who do you call? That's a question
the
for
Lord.
us.
Who do you call?
I call myself.
Right.
Okay.
Steve, huh?
All right.
You're going to be off tomorrow for an emergency. Thank you.
We got to get to these next two stories. Fellas, you can take a little break here because Carla and I can handle this one. Thank you very much. We cannot wait for this day to come. Let's just say that, Carla. Creed 3 is in theaters nationwide today. Okay? It is Women's History Month. All right? So we're doing all of that right now. We've seen the trailers, the movie premiere in Hollywood. We saw the stars of the movie on the Sherry Show on Wednesday of this week. They're on magazine covers. Have you seen it, Carla? I know you have.
Girl, I'm going to go to the movie, but I think I just want to see the fight scenes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no conversation.
You want to see grass skin. That's what
we don't care.
The fight scene.
And we're going, it's a girls' night, okay? We're going by ourselves. They're shirtless all throughout the movie, so that's a great thing, Carla. They're shirtless.
Thank you.
Cannot wait
You know,
to
they
see
asked
Creed
me
3.
to be in
Here we go.
scenes with it. And I told them, you know, I wasn't quite, you know.
You could be a good corner man. Cut man.
Yeah,
you could be a good corner man.
Cut man,
No,
everything.
no.
You can do it,
He
Rock.
wants to be boxing.
No, I'm going to be boxing.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm boxing.
You better be shadow boxing. That's what you better be doing. You
In this movie.
this is not a game. Have you seen
40
Them
years
boys
ago,
was
though,
Michael B.
let me
Jordan
see,
and
40,
Jonathan Majors?
45 years ago, would have whooped both of them. 45 years ago.
They actors, Steve.
Yeah, I know.
They're not
They
really
real
boxers.
fighters. I know that. That's why I know how to whoop their ass 45 years. I know good
Wood
real
Harris
because
is
I
in the
was
movie.
fighting for real. Yeah. I'd put
Alicia
hands
Rashad.
on them 45 years ago. Now, right now, I'm just sitting up in there just taking ass whooping, just steady. Damn, they ain't blocking nothing.
You got one more left. Everybody got one more
Tommy,
left.
you're exactly right about that. I got one more good one left. I don't want to use it, though.
No, don't
Do not
waste
want
it.
to use it. No, I ain't going to waste it. I'm saving it for my daughters or my wife.
Yeah. Protection.
No,
Protection.
to help them,
to
I'm going to
fight.
save it
I
for my
got it.
daughters or my wife.
So back to Creed 3. It's out
Anyway.
in theaters today.
Can't even have a moment.
We
hell no.
tried.
Y'all
I was
had
gonna
enough
tell you why
naked moments.
Sly
Y'all
Stallone
had
wasn't
enough
in it.
now.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Junior is here with a poem for us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is Women's History Month, and Junior is here with a poem. Steve, please introduce him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome JRAP, which is an acronym, simply means juniors, raggedy ass poems.
Man, I
Come
love
on.
when you say that, man. I love when you say that.
You might as well love it because I'm not going to stop.
I tell you. Well, it's Women's History Month. We have three beautiful ladies that work on the show. They work hard. Talk about Shirley, Carla, and Monica. You know, we've got to honor them because it's Women's History Month. So here it is. The title of this poem here, put a lot of thought into it. Women's History Month, because that's what it is. Yeah, that's it.
I knew you thought about it.
That is right there. I mean, this way it came out. Here we go. March is Women's History Month. Woohoo! Without women, there would be no me or you or you or you. Women are the backbone of all this mess, and the reason some men have a lot of stress. Now wait, men stress women out too, but don't have a Men's History Month, so that's not cool. Nobody ever thought about giving men some praise. The only thing men have is Father's damn Day. But I'm gonna stop hating because I have a great wife, and she has greatly improved my entire life. I'm talking about dressing for one. That's the first thing she changed right there on me. Happy Women's Month, happy Women's History Month to the Steve Harvey Nation, because all y'all hard-working women deserve a standing ovation. The end. Wow. Boy, I'm telling you right now. That's going down in history.
I told y'all. Really. I want to apologize to the women out there.
For what? Why would you apologize?
Because the damn poem wasn't even about y'all.
Yeah, it was. It was about Women's History Month. That's what it was.
Poem sitting up in here.
Wait a minute, Mr. Harvey.
They're just
Mr.
looking
Harvey.
upside your head. Worst damn poem you never wrote.
I
can't believe you named it after women.
It is Women's History Month.
Thank you.
I don't know if Maya Angelou would have liked this one. I don't know.
But you know what? Maya Angelou ain't me. So that's the first problem you got right there.
Well, you know, Junior, thank you for the effort, but you mentioned.
Wait a minute, Carla, did you say thank you for the effort? Don't nobody get
effort.
I did.
Effort.
Because you know what? You mentioned men and why men didn't have a month. It's
Right,
always about men.
Right, and then you started talking about how you got your clothes and wardrobe changed.
That was an ad lib.
I was just letting you know my wife has improved my life. I said, first of all, the way I dress is better.
Hey, man, you can stop explaining this raggedy poem because it was
Why would I stop it? It's really
you was every bit of JRAP on this one.
I'm telling you right now, this is going
wrote
down
it
in
this
history.
morning, Junior.
Right along with
Shirley, now you over here with me. See,
I think he made it up on the fly.
I'm very appreciative.
Well, you know what, Unc, I may have. But the point I'm saying is, it's going down in Women's History Month.
Oh, you freestyling now.
I just put it together. I'm telling you, it's going down in Women's History Month along with Women's History. This poem will be there.
Don't do nothing for Men's History Month. We don't want nothing.
We don't even have one. I said that in the poem if you was listening. There is no Men's History Month. I just said that.
It never will be. Thank you.
Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, Roscoe Wallace is back.
My man.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to welcome him back. He is here, the one and only Roscoe.
All the time, baby. What's going on? I don't even wait no time with the intro. Everybody know me. You don't know me. Who is you?
Well, Roscoe, Carla has something special for you today. Carla, what you got for Roscoe?
Go ahead. All right. Well, hold on. Let me just say hello to everybody. Well, Carla, what you need?
Hey, what's going on, Roscoe? You ready?
Ain't nothing, baby. You know what's going on? Me.
All right. It's Friday, baby. Let's do this. You ready?
What?
All right. Ohio players
versus
the Isley brothers.
Fire! Oh, say child, come on. Fire! Oh, woo, woo, woo. Fire! Won't say child. Fire! Yeah. When you walk,
I knew it.
And talk, really sets me off. 5-alarm child. Yes, it does. Way you squeeze. Pee. Knock into my knees. Smoking, baby.
I love it, Roscoe.
Come on. Don't.
Right into it.
Don't. Fight it. Come on. Fight the power. Stand up. Fight the baby. Fight it. Fight the power. Come on. Ha. Stand up. Fight the power. That's the jam right there, boy.
Yeah, good job, Roscoe.
Hard people right there. Go ahead. We got it.
You ready?
Stay ready, baby.
Gap Band versus Cameo.
You can't keep running in and out of my life. Cause don't you know that I like having you around in my life.
Who he singing?
Hard.
Oh, baby.
I knew he was going to oh, baby us.
My heart is yearning for your love. I'll say some candy. Oh, Backman Hill. Y'all can step on the outside of my pants.
Good job. All right, Roscoe. Let's do a little Blue Eyed Soul.
Blue Eyed Soul.
Doobie Brothers.
Keep forgetting, not in love anymore.
Come on.
I keep forgetting, things will never be the same again. Oh no, how you made that so clear. I keep forgetting, girl.
You're killing it.
Every time you kneel.
Verse 2.
Every time I want to see your eye.
Hey.
Said it's gone too far.
Yes.
You can only tell me why. Boy, that's white boy. Now, who the other? Who the
All
other
the
white
notes.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Baby hair with the woman's eye.
Phone call now with the crazy nephew. What you got for us, Neff?
My comb and brush. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr.
Yeah, this.
Hey, listen, my name Sean. Did you have a uncle that passed away named?
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right, he your uncle, right?
Yeah, that's my uncle. We read him about 3.5 months ago.
Right. Well, the reason why I was calling was I'm the person that actually cut your uncle hair when he passed away.
Okay.
So reason why I was calling is the situation is when I cut his hair, and I know you don't know the history about me, but my daddy and my granddaddy was barbers. We all barbers.
Okay, come on, bro. Get down to the bottom because you talking about my uncle, man, and I'm trying to see what's going on for real.
Okay, and I'm sorry to call you like this, but what I'm telling you is that my granddad and my daddy, they had passed down a brush and a comb to me.
Okay.
That is like a sentimental value.
Okay.
But for the last 2-3 months, I ain't been able to find the comb and the brush that I used when I had cut his hair.
Okay, go ahead.
And what I was trying to call and tell you was that I can't find it, and I'm almost certain. What I'm trying to say is...
So what can I do to help you find comb and brush, partner?
That's what I'm saying. When I did Mr. hair and edged it up at the funeral home, that's the last time I remember having it.
This was 3 months ago, man.
Right. It was about 3 months ago. What I'm trying to say is I left the comb and brush and, went to the funeral home and did his hair.
Okay.
And I talked to the funeral home, and they told me that, if I'm trying to find the comb and brush, I got to get permission.
Man, what color is the comb and brush? What's the color of the comb and brush?
It's black. Both of them black. The comb is black and the brush.
You got all kind of combs that black and go on, man.
No. See what I'm saying is the comb and brush is black, and I know I lost it, but I'm almost certain about where it is.
Okay, so if you're certain about where it is, why you calling me?
That's the reason why I'm calling you, because I'm almost certain I left it with him.
You left it with my dead uncle.
So I called the funeral home. They told me I need to call you in order to get permission to get it.
Okay, you call the funeral home to get permission from me that you can go get the comb and brush. From where? The funeral home? Sure, you can go down there if they got it.
No. See, the comb and brush ain't with the funeral home. The comb and brush is in there with your uncle.
The what?
The comb and brush is in the casket.
Hold up, man. You got to say that again. What I'm
trying to say to you is that the comb and brush is in...
I'm trying to say and just say what you
I'm saying it, man. The comb and brush is in the casket with your uncle.
If it's in there, it's 6 feet.
Well, see, what I'm trying to say is that the comb and brush is sentimental value to me.
Bro, it couldn't have been too valuable if you lost it.
Well, no, what it was, I value, my work, so I just really got caught up in my work, really.
Too much. If you talking about you done left with my uncle that's dead 3 months ago, man, what kind of is you talking about, homeboy?
All I'm trying to do with you is see if you don't mind approving for them to bring the body up so I can get the comb and brush.
You done lost your mind.
Well, see,
bring the body up for a comb?
But what I'm trying to explain to you, this sentimental value. I'm trying to get y'all to bring the body up so I can get my comb and brush out of it. Because like I say, my daddy and my granddaddy was bald.
Dude, this whole thing is sentimental, man. You talking about my dead uncle, man, and you talking about bringing him up out of the ground for a comb, man. I just got these to stop crying around here.
And I understand what y'all going through as a family and stuff. See, man, I'm trying to just get my comb and brush.
Hey, man, and how you trying to go about doing this? All throw it off, homeboy. Because ain't nobody digging up no body to bring back no brush, man. But you got me pissed off now, man. Because you calling me talking stupid, man. You talking about putting my uncle, man. That's not
hey,
good,
man. Look, man, I ain't trying to start no.
You talking about comb and brush, man. All these Walmarts around.
Okay, but I understand all that, but this is sentimental value, man.
Well, this sentimental to me, man.
This is something that my
people
love me.
Sentimental to me, okay? That was my favorite uncle, man. Okay, you talking about pulling up this body, man. I got boy. Hey, man, I don't want no. If you been cutting my uncle hair that long, man, you should know how he operate, man. And we don't get out like this here, man.
I ain't finna sit here and argue with you. Look, I got some people. I got some people that's here.
I mean, where you stay at, man?
Let me say this, man. I got some people that's here with me right now. Some of my friends, and we got some shovels. So I can actually go over there and go on and get the comb and brush now. And in the morning, ain't nobody gonna even know.
You ain't gonna go get now, but whooping home, boy.
Say what?
You don't get but whooping. You gonna dig up.
For going to get a comb and a
I got some shovels too. You talking about going to the cemetery trying to dig up my house?
Hey, man, I'm finna go on and tell you this right here.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, man, I'm trying to get my comb and brush back. I ain't trying to have no problems with you. But I want my comb and brush.
Who the hell you think you talking to, man? Go to Walgreens. Go to Walmart. Go Safeco. They got them.
Hey, man, ain't nobody. This ain't even about your uncle. There's more than that.
And you ain't even got no to be hollering at me, homeboy.
Ain't nobody hollering at you, man. All I'm telling you is I got a comb and brush in your uncle's casket, and I want my brush.
Well, you dig one ditch, you might well dig two.
Say what?
I'm a brush, and you gonna fall right over in there. Around here.
So what you think? You trying to dig a grave for me?
Man, do you know how long it's been? I've been trying to get these out here. Stop crying, man. Stop, man. I dare you to with his body. I dare you to with his man. Stop, uncle, boy.
I understand what you're going through. I do.
Man, who the is this, man?
I told you, I don't want to cut his hair. And I want my...
You sound like a about digging up somebody's body, man. Over comb and a brush.
I got it. I just tried to call you like a man. Because I want to get the comb and brush, and I didn't want to go without getting your permission. Now, if I got to go without getting your permission, I will.
Cry with me. You don't know me. Don't cry with me. Yeah, just cry with me.
It's sentimental to me.
Just cry with me. Your breath and your comb.
I want to say something else to you.
You ain't saying I want to hear.
Are you listening?
What?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy,
man. Man, you man.
Hello? Hey. You just got pranked by your boy.
I got a brush in the car. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I think I needed that cry.
Hey, man, I got to ask you, man, what is the baddest radio show in the land?
You know like I know, the Steve Harvey Morning
Did I get you, man?
Goes down. Oh, man, getting me ain't the word, man.
And there you have it. Classic as all get out, my comb and my brush, all right?
Classic.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Strawberry Letter, the subject is, she is more than his nurse, okay? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, she is more than his nurse. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I have been together for 27 years total, and we have 2 grown children that live elsewhere. 4 months ago, my father-in-law, who we call Pop Pop, started showing signs of short-term memory loss, so we decided that he would stay with us during the week and go home on weekends. He is married to a younger woman that we don't trust him with, so since I work from home, I have been watching Pop Pop during the day, and my husband watches out for him at night. His wife, Nina, is almost 20 years younger than him, and she is acting like we are responsible for Pop Pop, and he has not been back home in over a month. We fixed up the basement for him so he can have space and be somewhat independent. A cute young home healthcare nurse comes by twice a week to check up on Pop Pop, and he calls her his angel. My husband takes him to the ATM every week so he'll have cash for her. We told him that he doesn't have to pay her or tip her, but he loves giving her money. Yesterday, the nurse was in the basement and I heard them giggling. Then the TV was turned up really loud. Then I heard a lot of water running. Later that night, I asked Pop Pop what he and his angel did earlier, and he smiled, which let me know his short-term memory isn't that bad. I asked if she touched him, and he said that she rubbed a warm towel over his body to clean him off, and he really enjoyed it. He didn't need his body to clean him off. He didn't need to be clean because he bathes daily. So I told my husband that some funny business is going on with Pop Pop and Angel. He told me that Pop Pop is grown. I don't like this at all. Is Pop Pop getting more than what's prescribed? What if he's paying Angel for sex? I don't know if that's going on. I just know that your husband is right. Pop is grown. The only problem, it seems, is that he no longer has or never had short-term memory loss because it seems to be clearing up now. He remembers Angel very well. He remembers what to do with her. He remembers and looks forward to paying her every time she visits. He remembers to go to the ATM to get the money. The only person he doesn't act like he cares about now is his much younger wife, and she doesn't act like she cares about him. The feeling is mutual because she left him over there with you and his son. And I gotta say, that was very thoughtful and kind of you two to look after his dad like this. So since he looks like he's doing better, you should get him checked out by a doctor, perhaps. He might be ready to go back home, or he might be ready to, be a single man or something. Get with Angel. You never know. You need to check him out because things have changed. Things have changed since you first thought he had short-term memory loss. And, if that is the case, he can deal with his wife face-to-face and figure out if they still have a marriage. Steve?
There ain't nothing wrong in this letter. This is a letter about joy. This is a letter about grace. This is a letter about just love. And it's just so many good things in this letter. Let me walk you through the upside, folks, of what's happening in Pop's life now. Is she more than his nurse? Number one, that ain't your damn business. And number two, I hope she is. Now,
you had to throw that in.
Let's go. My husband and I have been together 27 years, and we got 2 grown children, live somewhere else. 4 months ago, my father-in-law, we call Pop, started showing signs of short-term memory loss. That's a sign of either Alzheimer's or dementia. One of the two, I'm not sure, I'm not qualified. So we decided that he would stay with us during the week and go home on weekends. Well, he's married to a younger woman, and we don't trust him with. So since I work from home, I've been watching Pop during the day, and my husband watch out for him at night. Now, he got a wife named Nina that's 20 years younger than he is, and she is acting like we responsible for Pop. Well, you are. You asked him to move into your house during the week and go home on the weekends. She ain't acting like you're responsible. You took on that responsibility. An admirable thing to do, because obviously Pop has served his family well, and he got some medical challenges now, and y'all stepping up to the plate. Thank you. And he ain't been back home in over a month. Pop ain't going back over there. Pop know where the love is. Pop old enough to know who love him and who don't. Now, Pop ain't been home in a month. So y'all fix up the basement so he can have space and be somewhat independent. Now, all of a sudden, a cute young healthcare nurse come by twice a week, check up on Pop. He calls her his angel. Let's stop right there. He calls her an angel. Most nurses are angels. Nurses are some of the kindest people in the world. And the more kind you are as a nurse, the better it is off for the patient. And I think Pop had found an angel. And when we come back, we're going to find out what the angel did to Pop that made Pop not take his ass back home.
She washed him.
Pop got washed. Lord Jesus.
All right, Steve, hang on.
A lot of men listening to this letter right now want to know where this nursing agency at.
At 23 minutes after the hour, we'll come back and recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, she's more than his nurse. We'll be back with part 2 of Steve's response right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, she is more than his nurse.
This lady been married 27 years to her husband. They got 2 grown children that been moved off. His father, Pop, has been having some challenges, short-term memory loss, which could be early signs of dementia or Alzheimer's. Not really sure about that. But you all decided to have him come live with y'all during the week and go home on the weekends because he's married to a younger woman named Nita that's 20 years younger than him. Now, he done came over to the house. Y'all fixed up the basement so he could be independent, but he ain't went home in a month. Now, you say that Nina, the wife that's 20 years younger, is act like that's y'all's responsibility. Well, y'all volunteered for Pop to come live with y'all for the week. You took on the responsibility. You released the young girl. So now she says she acting like it's y'all's because y'all took it on. Now, Papa ain't been home in a month. And why has he not? Because he got an in-home care nurse that comes by 2 weeks, 2 days out the week. And guess what Papa called her? His angel. And most nurses are angels. Nurses are really some of the most important people at the hospital. Because of what they don't want to take care of the patient. The doctor just rolled through and see everybody every now and then. But that nurse can make your life bearable in that hospital. So they are angels. So now let's find out why he want to call her angel. Your husband takes Pop to the ATM machine every week. So he have cash for her. We told him he don't have to pay her or tip her, but he loves giving her money. You don't understand what's happening. I got this young healthcare nurse coming by. She fine. I got money. What I'm going to do with it? I can't take it with me. So why would I not bless her? Pop, I'm going to bless this young girl. I can't take this money with me. You see, I got short-term memory loss. So I might mess around and forget this PIN number and can't get none of this money out. So while I can't remember, let me go on down here and shake a few dollars loose on this little fine thing. Yesterday, the nurse was in the basement. I heard them giggling. Mm-hmm. Well, at least she ain't abusing it. Right. Then the TV got turned up really loud because that giggling had turned into something else. You don't need to hear this. Then I heard a lot of water running. I caught they up around the sink. You ain't never been put up on the sink before? Don't say you ain't, because I know you have.
What kind of?
You done got up on that
sink. Move it along.
Oh, you get up on that sink and run that water, splash it up on your back while it's happening.
First of all,
you know what the water for?
It's zinc.
It ain't a sink when you up there and it's popping off. It's a sink. It's a sink, girl. Now, y'all have heard this water splash and you trying to figure out. And later that night, I asked Pop what he and Miss Angel did early, and he smiled. Hell yeah, he's smiling. Which let me know his short-term memory ain't that bad. How you gonna forget that? It was just this afternoon. We was up on the sink running water. I was splashing it on her backside while she was sitting on the sink. We turned the TV up so you wouldn't hear the splashing and the smacking sound. Now, I asked if she touched him, and he said he rubbed her with a warm towel over his body to clean him off. Then she come talking about, and he really enjoyed it. He didn't need to be cleaned off because he bathes daily. Yeah, but when they was up on that sink splashing that water around, Papa was sweating. So you got to rub him off to get all this sweat off Pop, because Pop clean. And you know, ain't no law say you can't get rubbed down in water more than once a day. Pop just in there just getting handled. And that little nurse doing what she do, getting that little extra change with them tips. What? I told my husband I think some funny business going on with Pop and Angel. He told me Pop grown, and he is. He his daddy. I don't like this at all. You just a hater.
She hating on Pop and Angel.
Yeah, when your husband come home, why don't y'all turn the TV up loud? You get up on the sink, watch this. I think is Pop getting more than what's prescribed. How do you know what to give to a man? You ain't no nurse. She's an angel. And she's giving Pop something to remember. Warm baths and stuff. And I got some friends that's just in my age group. And half them in badass shape. Could you please email me the name of this nursing agency so I can send it to my friends so they can sign up? What if he's paying Angel for sex? Girl. What if he paying Angel for sex? So?
Not so.
He can't take her to dinner, y'all, and took the car keys. So the wine and dining is out. So I wash your body, you wash mine, yeah.
Not Teddy.
Rub me down in some hot oils, baby. And I'll do the same thing to you.
All right.
Turn on the water.
Leave us your comments on today's Strawberry
Cut up
Letter
the TV.
on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter
Take that
podcast
hot towel and
on
rub it
demand.
all over me.
Coming up next, it is Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, before we get into sports, just tell us how your Sickle Cell Awareness podcast is going.
Oh, man, Living Your Life is doing great, man. I got a great guest coming up, man. Kiki Shepherd is going to be on the show. She has KISS Foundation that she does for sickle cell. She's going to tell us all about it. So livingyourlife.online. Go ahead and go register and subscribe. Livingyourlife.online. All right, in sports, last month, right before the Super Bowl, NFL great and sports commentator Michael Irvin was accused of making harassing and inappropriate comments to a female Marriott hotel employee last month, and he was immediately pulled from the NFL Network and ESPN's coverage of the Super Bowl. Then Irvin filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against the Marriott Hotel. Well, he scored a major victory this week after a federal court judge ruled that the Marriott must turn over any video that shows Irving and his accuser at its hotel. Now, they have till March 7th to turn over all these videos. So we're going to find out what's going to happen.
5 days.
Accusing.
Yeah, just accusing.
Get it together.
And you know what, man? It's the fact that he lost so much money from not being able to work the NFL Super Bowl. It's
I'm
crazy.
just going to tell you flat out,
his
for them to assume that he
man.
was guilty and then to remove him from that hotel room like that, man, that's crazy. That just says a whole lot. You can't do that to people. This man losing off of an accusation with no proof behind it. We got to stop this type of stuff. Now, here's what has to happen. If you sexually abuse a woman, you should pay.
Absolutely.
If you put a woman, we got that. But now, if you accuse a man of sexual abuse and there is none, then you got to pay too. See, we got to start locking up people that make false accusations too. See, you can't just go for the money and then don't get the money and then, oh, well, I tried to hit him up and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And you skip on out with your life. No, man, I hope he sued the draws off the Marriott Corporation.
$100 million.
If he's in it, I do $100 million and I go get crunk.
They're not going to do this thing. We're going to march around the Marriott.
Also in sports, man, Kevin Durant made his son's debut the other night, man. Congratulations, Kevin Durant, coming back on the court, man. 23 points in 27 minutes. That's what he showed up with, man. Also, Devin Booker put down 37 as they beat the Hornets 105-91. This might be a nice combo here.
Might be the team.
You might be the one.
If Durant stay healthy, man, they strong.
They strong, man.
They strong.
I can't wait to see some more basketball.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa Pippen was a guest on the Tamron Hall show, and she nervously opened up about dating Michael Jordan's son, Marcus. It's been trending since they started dating. Larsa is 16 years older than Marcus, who is Michael Jordan's son. Larsa was married to Scottie Pippen when he played in the NBA with Michael Jordan, and now she's dating Michael's son, and people are looking at her with the side eye. I mean, that's kind of normal, too. Larsa's 48. Marcus is 32. Tamron told Larsa it's, quote, normal for people to wonder how Marcus's parents have reacted to them dating. Larsa said, they're fine. Everyone's fine. When you're an adult, I think your parents just want to see you happy. Tamron then asked Larsa if she has Marcus's parents' blessing, and she stated, yeah, I feel like we're great. We've spent holidays together. It's good. We're in a great place. So there you go. And here's the question. Would you care if your 32-year-old son dates a much older woman, or would you care because of who the much older woman was or is? Because his son is grown,
They were teammates.
But it seems like her ex-husband and the father of the guy that she's dating, they didn't have a good relationship. Do you see what I'm saying?
And that's the problem. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all the men in the world you could date. You date
These
him.
Jordans done got on Pippen's last damn nerve. All these Jordans done got on Pippen's last damn nerve.
Yeah,
he is just fed up with it.
I think they didn't have a good relationship after Last Dance came out.
Yeah,
the documentary. So you mean
I thought that Scottie felt like he didn't get enough credit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you got the same amount of rings that the man got with him. I just, it's kind of crazy, man. There's a picture of Michael Jordan holding his son watching a basketball game. Mm-hmm. It's a little weird, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's awkward.
It's really just a little weird because, damn, man, that's Mike's son. It's weird. There's nothing you could do about it because they're adults. It's just weird. I don't. It's a little odd and strange. I know I would be over at the house at the holidays. I'd be a little nervous.
Something would go
As
down.
Marcus, you would be nervous?
No,
who
not
would
Marcus.
be nervous?
As Pip.
Larsa?
As
Larsa. I'd be a little.
Nervous at the Jordan household for.
I'm pretty sure they done been to dinner together or something.
But I think the Jordans are cool with it. I think it's the Pippens or Scottie.
Pippen got to be tripping.
Yeah, he's the one that's upset.
I would think so. Yeah, I think he's upset.
I just,
we wear Adidas in this house from here on out. You know that. Don't come in here with no Jordans on.
No Nike. You better not put that logo on. You better.
Yeah, I wish I would see that in here.
Can I honestly
But is your
say
circle
this,
that small? That's
why
all
I said all the men in the world. That's who you rocking with.
Right.
Can I say this on my behalf?
Yeah, say it, Steve.
Really, I don't care. Because I have enough problems with my damn family.
but
I got to keep an eye on who bringing who up in here. I got to watch that. I ain't really got no time for Scottie Pippen. I know Scottie Pippen need to take them plaits out of his hair. That's all I know.
That's your comment.
On what made you twist your hair at damn near 60?
Like you said, after the last dance, no one knew that Scottie felt that way.
I like Scottie, but Jordan's a special cat to me. For me, not that we hang out or talk or nothing like that. It's just what he meant and he demonstrated. I learned a lot from watching him. He's just that dude for me,
What do they talk about?
But when Scottie Pippen said, "I'm just as good as the basketball player as Michael Jordan," that's when you start.
So they gonna be arguing at Thanksgiving? What they gonna talk?
She said they spent the holidays together. It was great.
Last night.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, if you want to finally hear Chris Rock talk about the infamous Will Smith Oscar slap, you'll have to tune in to his live special Saturday on Netflix. Rock will get his revenge. 1 week before this year's Oscars, he recently told an audience, "I rooted for Will Smith my whole life. The other day, I watched Emancipation just so I could watch him getting whipped."
Chris.
Before the live comedy special, comedians Kevin Hart, Leslie Jones, Amy Schumer, Jerry Seinfeld, and Wanda Sykes will join Rock in a pre-show, and that is tomorrow on Netflix. You don't want to miss that, okay?
Love it.
I'm going to check that out.
Oh, they took a foot-wheel ass now.
I got to see that one, yeah.
Well, can you believe it's been a year? Almost
a year. Wow.
Yeah, I can believe it. That's what can go by fast.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
And you're a proponent of them. Yes.
Wow.
So Chris Rock, Netflix tomorrow. And if you haven't seen Samora's Netflix special, please check that out.
Check out our girl.
Yes, our girl.
She has been killing it.
Yes, she has. She made me put my Uggs away, Carla.
I think the name of it is Chandelier Queen.
Queen Chandelier, yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
got
put that baby hair. Put that great baby hair. Stop pulling it out with that gel.
Yes. All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Let's just get quickly into it. Would you rather sex completely under the covers or have no covers at all?
I need them covers out the way.
Yeah.
It gets too hot to be tangle free.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got way too much heat had this cover.
I'll keep you hot.
You ain't got to worry about it. Here, all this sweating that I'm finna do.
All right.
Keep that cover on us if you want to. Your ass gonna think you in a steam room.
Newlywed Junior?
It don't matter. I'm just getting sex. So A and B it works. Either one. Either way.
Covers or no covers?
Yeah, we're going to start with covers, but we're going to end up with none, so it don't matter.
All right now. Yeah. Okay, Junior.
We move under the bed if you want to.
What?
Get this bed.
All right. Would you rather do a nude
You can go in there and get that shower curtain if you feel like it. What? You can bring all them bath rugs in here. What you need.
Moving on to, would you rather do a nude scene in a film or would you rather send nude pictures to the wrong person?
Oh, this is tailor-made for Tommy. Yeah. Come on, Tommy.
Yeah, what you gonna
naked and afraid. Come on.
I can't send no nude picture to the wrong people. That can't happen. So
You've never done
really
that?
Camera action.
You really can't do no nude movie.
It ain't a nude movie. It's a nude scene.
Well, that's too many people seeing this here. I just send this picture to the wrong person.
So that's what
and just let that one person have to deal with it. What we not finna do
is show the world.
So that goes for you too then, Steve, because you've done some movies yourself.
I'm gonna send naked picture to the wrong person. Who?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. But Tommy,
give me
you
an idea of
answer.
like when you say wrong person, like who?
Like your
like
a relative, like your
iHeart.
sister, like
the head of
like
iHeart.
your boss,
I send it right on over to Mona.
your pastor.
Steve, have you lost your rabbit ass mind? Mona, wait. Boy, you done sent a naked picture to me.
What's that, Miss Polly or Miss Mona?
Mona.
All right. Would you rather roll your eyes while your wife is fussing at you, or would you rather just go shh, shh, shh to her? You rather shush her?
You better roll your eyes, because if you
I'm not
I'm rolling eyes.
If you shush,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, just roll eyes.
Well, that ain't gonna work out for you.
Nah.
I ain't gonna do shush.
Who you?
Smart man.
Yeah.
Who you shushing?
Hello.
I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm not going to roll it.
All right. Coming up, thank you guys. That's today's edition and round of Would You Rather. Coming up, it is our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day, of the week on this Friday. It's been a good week. Wow, we made it to Friday. Thank you, Lord.
March 3rd.
Lord.
Yes.
March 3rd.
This year is rolling already, right?
Already March.
Yep. So, Tommy, you're fresh off your 100th episode of Ready to Love last Friday.
I'm at 101 now, Sharon. It's 101. I'm just, I count them.
You headed to that
I
200.
count them every Friday. I count them now. 101, 102.
Yeah.
We moving right along.
I love it,
Sooner
Tommy.
or later, we be at 150.
Then
And if God say the same, 200. Let's keep going.
That's how you
Let's
do
keep
it.
going.
Yep. So congratulations again on that. And don't forget, everybody, tune in tonight for an all-new episode of Ready to Love on OWN. What can we expect tonight, Tommy? What you have for us?
You can expect me sexy. What you talking about, girl?
Oh, ain't nobody.
We want to see the contestants. You know, we love you and everything, but, you know. We wanna
Okay, you
see.
can expect Dre to have that hair going down the center of his head. You can expect that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can count on that.
And Blake is still
saw
there.
him with that little curly piece.
Curly
hanging in
cute
his
thing.
ear.
Nice guy, though.
What the hell is he thinking?
Like, right.
Yeah, he good dude. Good dude.
We'll
good
be
dude.
watching. We'll be watching.
We definitely.
I got a lot of people always asking about Ready to Love Chicago. And I'm up for it. But it's going to have to be in the summertime.
Summertime, baby.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
No,
I want your
no.
ass up in there in the winter when I was up there.
It is cold.
Cold in the shop.
Yeah,
Tommy, how long does it take to shoot the show? How many weeks?
about 6.
Oh, you can't go to Chicago. They just got 2 weeks of summer there, and here come the hell.
A blizzard. Here comes a day.
Yeah.
Right after that.
Out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
you ain't gonna be able to shoot up there, though. What were you gonna ask me, Shirley?
Well, I was going to ask you, we talked earlier about Chris Rock's special tomorrow on Netflix. He's going to talk about the slap with Will Smith and everything. We talked about Samora's special on Netflix as well. I want to know, you as a stand-up, that's how you started your career. When you watch a Chris Rock, when you watch Samora, Dave Chappelle, do you watch as a fan, as an audience member, or do you critique? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
How do you
I watch
the
as
show?
a fan because I am a fan of Samora's. I am a fan of Chappelle and Rock because they are throwback to what comedy really was. You know,
And we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, and bravely. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.